Hello friends, this is Carrie and welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Due to some computer difficulties, I haven't been posting videos lately and I do apologize for that. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. I'd also like to make an announcement that tomorrow is my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday, William. Today's subreddit is entitled Parents. Let's begin. Our first story is by Lynn's Loser. EM abandons her child at a camp she didn't sign up for and tells me to send another kid home so he can stay. Longtime lurker, first-time poster, etc., etc. This happened before the quarantine. To preface the story, I teach gymnastics in a very affluent part of a very large city in Southern California. You know the one. Most of the kids I work with are either Russian or Israeli and speak Russian or Hebrew. I've encountered a lot of entitled parents in my time at this gym. Most of them are irritating and not worth posting about, but there's one Russian mom who is absolutely off her rocker. My boss has some experience with her and doesn't put up with her BS. The cast: me, EM, insane mom, K, her poor son. Every school holiday, we have day camps where roughly 30 kids come to the gym and we play games, practice gymnastics, and generally mess around. Our camps are really popular and usually fill up at least a week in advance. Additionally, we allow parents to use the kids' missed classes / makeup as credit towards the day camp for a reduced rate. This particular day of camp, I was working at the front desk and we were slammed. I'd already turned multiple walk-ins away because we were over capacity for US AG regulations, which is a violation of our insurance policy. Around 2 hours after the camp started, approximately 11 a.m., poor kid walks in the front door by himself. This is weird for two reasons. One, because parents are supposed to come inside and sign their kids in and out. Two, because the entitled mother sent us an email the night before that explicitly instructed us to not enroll poor kid in camp and not to charge her card. So, I asked poor kid to run outside and ask his mom to please come in so I can sort things out. He opens the door, yells back and forth with her in Russian for a bit and closes the door. As EM drives away, poor kid tells me the entitled mom is going to call me. Great. This is how the most insane phone conversation of my life went. EM. From an anonymous number, I might add. What? Me. Hi, I just wanted to speak to you because I'm a bit confused. Last night you sent us an email instructing us not to enroll K in camp. EM. Yes, because the last time you enrolled him, you charged my card $65 for 1 day of camp. You stole my money. Me. Ma'am, that's how much 1 day at the camp costs. I'm going to have to ask you to come and pick up your son because we're at capacity for the day. EM. No, there's no way your camp is full. I unenrolled him last night when I sent you the email. Me. Yes, we had a walk-in this morning that took your son's spot. EM. No, I sent that email at 10 last night. There's no way your camp is full between now and then. Me. Actually, we had the last spots taken by a few walk-ins this morning, so we are full. You can't just drop your son off here without paying after instructing us not to enroll him. EM. But there's no way your camp is full. I sent that email at 10 last night. 5 full minutes of me trying to explain to her how spots are limited, and when she gave K's spot up, it became available for the first person to walk in. Eventually, she seemed to get it. EM. Okay, that makes sense. Extended pause. Well, you'll have to call one of those other parents, tell them you made a mistake, and they need to come and get their child because K is special and has been taking classes there for a while, and he deserves it. Me. Excuse me? That's not how it works. K lost his spot when you told us to unenroll him. EM. K deserves to be there. He's more important than the other kids and has been there longer, so you can call their parents and tell them you made a mistake. Me. No, you need to come and get your child. EM. But I made plans. Me. I'm sorry, we don't have the room for him because you specifically told us not to enroll him. EM. But last time you stole from me. You took $65 from me. I work hard for that $65. Me. That's how much the day camp costs. EM. No, I want to use makeups and you charged my card $65 and stole from me. Me. Ma'am, we didn't know that you wanted to use makeups unless you come in and tell us. Most people just use them for another class. EM. Oh, that makes sense. Silence. Me. Yes, I'm going to need you to come and pick up K. EM. But I have work. I thought you made plans. Me. I understand, but we don't have room for him. It's against US AG regulations for us to take him, so you can either come and get him or I can have my boss call you. EM. No, I don't want to talk to your boss. Me. then you need to come pick up K. EM, I can't, I have work. Me, fine, I'll have my boss call you. EM, I don't want to talk to your boss. Me, you can either come and pick up K, or I can have my boss call you. EM, I don't want to talk to your boss. Me, okay, this conversation is unproductive. I'm gonna have my boss call you. I hung up and called my boss, as promised. Her kid still comes to class, but she's banned from bringing them to camp unless she walks them in and pays at the beginning of the day. She still constantly brings them in an hour before our half day starts and asks me if I'll be charging her for half day instead of full. I always politely tell her that no, I'll be charging her for the full day. Now she just speaks to her kids in Russian and has them talk to me for her. I'm confused by the entitled mom dropping the kid off after canceling the kid's position the day prior. Did she think that nobody else would be at the gym or something, or that they would be so lucky to have her kid there? I mean, I'm just kind of baffled by her reasoning, or if there is any reasoning, or if she's just using the gym as a free babysitting service. What do you guys think? Please leave your comment in the comment section down below. Moving on to our next story. If you've been watching until here and are enjoying my content, please put some heart emojis in the comment section down below. Our next story is posted by Daughter of a Karen. Growing up with a Karen as a mother, part 2. You can eat medium rare steak, so why not chicken? English is not my first language, and I've got dyslexia, so sorry for the grammatical errors. I have a lot of entitled mother stories because my mother is an entitled mother. This is a few years ago, so I don't remember the exact dialogue. My mother would cook, but doesn't really want to put any time into it. This ended up with a lot of meals with half-cooked potatoes and vegetables. This tastes horrible, of course, but is still edible. I ate food with a lot of mayonnaise to hide the bad taste, but still can't eat potatoes without gagging to this day. Then came the day that we had had chicken. We had eaten chicken, but normally, as she did take the time to cook it well. This time she did not. Weirdly enough, mine was the only piece that was still pink inside. When I told her I needed to cook it some more, so I could eat it, she called me ungrateful. I tried to explain to her that if you eat the pink parts of the chicken, it gives you salmonella. She wouldn't budge. I was not allowed to cook it further. People eat steak like that all the time, and even like it better when it's fully cooked. I should be grateful for what I'm getting. At the end, I needed to eat the chicken if I wanted to keep going to my friends' birthdays. As you could probably expect, I got sick. I felt horrible for 2 weeks, but she didn't let me go to the doctor. If I knew for sure what it was already, then there was no need for me to go. I wanted to go by myself, but it would take 30 minutes on my bike. And if you know what happens during salmonella, you know why you couldn't do that. So, that would be very messy. To this day, she still thinks it's normal to eat the pink parts of the chicken, but of course she hasn't tried it herself. Forcing somebody to eat something that isn't edible is abusive, and especially if doing this to a child is considered child abuse. And it's inexcusable. But what do you guys think? Please leave your comment in the comment section down below. Moving on to our final story. Our final story is posted by MeSirLou95. EM harasses me, a disabled child, at Disney World. My I don't work here lady story blew up the other day, so I figured I might as well share another classic entitled story over here too. Enjoy. Backstory. My parents took me, male, 10 at the time, to Disneyland for my 10th birthday, 2013. So I'm autistic, and it's noticeable. It was especially obvious when I was younger, even more so because I'm incredibly excited to be at Disney. Now, when you're at the Disney parks around your birthday, they give you a big old button that says it's my birthday, along with a space where the cast member writes your name. I was very proud of my button and proudly wore it my whole trip. On this particular day, my actual birthday, my parents and I were in the Magic Kingdom. We were around Tomorrowland, just about to enter the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. I was carrying my Stitch plush that I had gotten on my first day of the trip. These two little kids around my age at the time, a boy and a girl, NK1 and NK2, which stands for nice kid because they were nice, and their mom, EM, noticed my plush. They got their mom's attention by saying, "Mommy, Mommy, look, he has a Stitch." Their mother smiled at them and then at me, and she noticed my button and said, "Happy birthday, young man." Nice Kid 1 and 2 saw it and also happily told me happy birthday. I was excited that they noticed, and I grinned and thanked them as I happily flapped my hands around a bit. Things I do when I'm excited. Nice Kid 1 and Nice Kid 2 didn't think anything of it, but the EM's face scrunched up as if I had just dropped an F-bomb. "What's the matter with you?" EM asked rudely. I didn't hear her, but my parents did. My dad asked her what she just said. "Well, I don't want him doing that around my children," EM said, disgusted. "He's doing nothing wrong," my dad said. "I do not want my children catching that, acting like him," EM spat. "We deserve to go first after what your child just did," EM smugly stated. However, when you're autistic at Disneyland, you get a special pass to skip queues. So, of course, we walk right past EM towards the Fast Pass queue attendant who directs us on what to do. She's throwing a fit about us cutting in line as my dad presents the pass to the attendant and the EM totally shuts up seeing the actual pass. This was all before this was digital. Talk about justice. The funny part of this is, if she had bothered to look at the pins on my backpack, she'd have known from the get-go that I was autistic, as I have a couple of buttons on there that I got separate from my parents. Also, at this time, I thought the EM was just mad that we skipped the line. I had no idea that she was all ableist beforehand. Again, me, Nice Kid 1 and Nice Kid 2 were having a nice, happy little kid conversation, so this didn't ruin my day at all. Side note, a lot of park guests and cast members saw my button and I flapped my hands next to them. Sure, I got a few raised eyebrows, but nobody said anything, especially not as blatantly rude as the EM. Even the characters went out of their way to show their excitement. That was an awesome trip. I hope Nice Kid 1 and Nice Kid 2 are doing well, and I still sleep with a Stitch plush every night. I'm having difficulty understanding what the entitled mother's problem is. Maybe there's something I'm not understanding, but I mean, it wasn't like the OP was flipping people off or cussing people out. He was just flapping his hands. Besides, at the time, he was a little kid. I mean, I know I did weird things, like, I'd say probably even weirder things than that when I was a kid. I mean, I don't see what the issue is, but please leave a comment in the comment section down below if there's something I'm missing, or just if you have a comment about the story in general. And I guess the plus of the story is the fact that OP and his parents got to skip the line and actually go on the ride before the entitled mom. So I guess some justice came out of it after all. Anyway, that's all the stories I have for today. Links to the original Reddit posts will be in the description box below. Please stop on by Reddit to show the OP some love and an upvote. If you enjoy my content, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.